Planeswalker's life is an otherworldly journey that is far from easy. The consuming vortex of an ever-changing metagame can leave your house of cards feeling bombarded with endless scenarios and worry of what's next. But one company has your best interests in mind, clarifying your uncertainties with hope and solid footing. Weather the storm. Insurance for the common mage.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Welcome back to me. Welcome back to all of you. Thanks for joining me nice and early. Chimpskey and Shirazwan, as always. So I've went camping, had a really good time. More on that in a little bit. Billster 47 about 2 weeks back, maybe 9 days back. Got a really good list. I modified it a little bit with a few more land tweaks and stuff, but I really liked it because I think a lot of people have tried this, including me and Kung Fu Trees, about 4 times in the last few years, where it's Blueless Tribe, and I really, really liked it, and then so much so I took it to the first Pauper Classic Tuesday tournament and got first with it, and then I went camping. So, hey, yo, hexxen Rouge, all right, always great to see you, my friend. So this list has got 3 dens, 4 garrisons, 2 furnace, 2 mountains, 3 plains, 1 radiant fountain, and 4 crags. We've got a full set of bolts, looting, Experimental Synthesizer, one of the few lists that I like all 4 of this in. Usually you kind of want to go 3 because it encourages, you want to have a few bit of mana out there in case you, so you don't toss away everything into exile and all that such. Oh, before I forget, like, subscribe, does a lot to our channel. Go over there and hit the like button, bell, whatever you want to do. Spread the word, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we got 4 Tireless Tribe, 4 Glint Hawk, 4 Skyfisher, 4 Squadron Hawk, 4 Inside Out, 4 Wedding Invitation, which is why I took a little Billy Idol 80s angle on the White Wedding. We're playing white creatures. We have a card called Wedding. I like alliteration. What you gonna do? 1 Rally the Peasants. I thought this would need more, but it does feel pretty good at that spot. And 4 Prismatic Strands. And that's it. And then in the sideboard, Light of Hope. This little plus benefit, talking bone splitter logic. The benefit of this being that when you flop your Tireless Tribe around, you've got answers for rare that you're going to see a fume spitter, but anymore you might see a shambling ghast effect, gut shot, those sorts of things. Kombaji witches, We've got 2 Electrickery for EOT goodness against the dreaded Fae. 1 Gorilla Shaman, 4 Pyroblast, 4 Dust to Dust, and 2 Patrician Scorns. One of my favorite answers for, as long as you're playing a lot of white creatures, this is always a good time. So anyway, Chris from Carousel Games, that's right. He's funding today's outing. We're going to take it on over. We are already in the queue. We will play a match and see how this goes. Hopefully well. Like I said, I played on Pauper Classic Tuesday and was able to get a nice first place, but I'm sure that, no offense to the players there, I'm sure the level of play might be a bit elevated here. So let's see what we can do with this list. And we'll try to go full broke. All right, here we go. So we've got a good hand. Whoa, we got a turn 2 kill. This is kind of nice. If we were going first, this would be awesome. We'll keep. Yeah, big shout out to Chris at Carousel Games, one of our top donors. We'll be more on that in a little bit. Cool thing about Tireless Tribe, if our opponent is on, do I have my auto yield on? I thought I did. I thought I set this to my tilde. Maybe I messed it up. All right, I got to fix that quick. Hold on just a minute. I did this right before the show. And, oh, that's right. I forgot to bind it. There we go. Okay, back to normal. Where's our game? There we go. Okay, I'm focused. A little over-caffeinated, as usual. We'll drop this down. Maybe we'll just get a free win. Sometimes that happens. Why is my my hotkey isn't working for my... That's really strange. I'll try this one more time because this is... Oh, yeah, save. Why would I... It's never asked that before. That's strange. Okay, now we're in business. Hexxen Rouge. Deluxe, have you seen the list I sent you last week? I did. We are flooded in good ideas, I guess is the best way to say it. And I really liked it, as well as a few others that I saw. Pretty awesome stuff. Okay, so Wedding Invitation might not work here. If he chooses to not block, we've got the game. Otherwise, we can just kill his dude with Inside Out, which is doubles as a removal spell here. But we're just going to go for it here. Let's see if he wants to block. If he doesn't, we just win. Okay. Well, for right now, we'll just we'll kill the vault. Boink. Suggesting we have another one. Let's get that 5-0. Oh god, yeah, that would be a welcome orange. I could only dream. That would be awesome. Problem is here, we might have to stick to the air plan unless we get a Wedding Invitation to show up, being that they've got such large creatures. And a lot of our removal is probably better spent on what am I trying to say? Using the let's drop a synthesizer here. You got a counter? All right. Yeah, it's fine. Good to know. We'll drop this. Set up our next turn. Return this back. I think we'll just hold off here. A sprite. Not suggested. Interesting. I'm just glad our opponent showed up soon. Not a fan of these lands. Oh, so I finally had a really dull work week. I got to give a big shout out to Snapbolt. I started watching him and his little doggy on his videos, and was having a lot of fun. And I was just so thankful for the time waste, kind of. And not that his channel is awesome, but yeah, I was just like, wow, okay, I get it now. You know, kind of stuck at the office, got not much to do. It's kind of nice to go that route. And hold on a minute. Before we do this, we'll try one more of these. I hate doing this because I don't want to draw a land because we might fall into a land, but if he sprites us here, I'm going to feel like a fool. But maybe something else will come of it. Sprite showing up. Down it goes. All right. Well, that sucks. The flicker's gone. Yeah, that's for sure. Where are our critters at? Cancel that. I'll flip this around, stop the life gain train from going on, and I'll attack. Happy to pitch Strands in this matchup if he wants to even go that route. At least now we've got some blockable damage here. Blockable damage? Is that a word? Is now, sucker. Woo! Here we go. That's the thing. A lot of times when somebody knows you're onto you, they games 2 and 3, they're so terrified of the tribe combo. As you saw, we had it on turn 2, but you know they had their creature out. But it can be a lot of fun. It's just it can get there. That's what I'm trying to say. Damn ghostly flicker. Good news. Okay, well, I'm going to want to fill up my hand prior to attacking here. We'll do this while we have it. Draw 3 cards. A lot of value here. Boop-a-doo. And I was thinking of playing either a Jade, what's that new 3/3 awesome trample guy, and or the, there was another deck that had a white weenie list, but I was like, you know, it's been about 2 weeks. I think everybody's got the new cards out of them, and it's always kind of my way, right? You know, the new cards are out, and I'm like playing stuff without them. All right. What to do? It's probably one of these. I think we got to kill Chaomancer while he's tapped out. But I think we also want to represent that we might have the goods. Can't have it both ways. Let's kill the man. Attack with the plan. And a bit of a grind. 3 cards. You've always, one of the cooler things, a lot of times when I build a Prismatic Strand list, which is often, a card like Tireless Tribe, you wish there was a white wild mongrel, and you get it in this. It's pretty awesome. Damn. This guy just, these people all just always have this. Well, might just rally, smash, and kill the Archaeomancer that way. You could just pitch Strands. Have a untapped Hawk. Never know. I mean, it'd be nice. I think we'll hold on to that for obvious reasons. Let's represent Hawk. So we've got some Strands ability here. Yep. We'll say no to that because we're all filled up. Full of goodness. Attack. Whoa. Now we've got some sneaky tricks, don't we? Yep. Yep. All right. Well, looks a little reckless, but I'm going to do it now like this. We're going to discard this to this. And then I'm going to say no blue. Blue. Thusly wiping out the board and suggesting we don't really have much more gas. I mean, it's pretty unlikely. We drew that third inside out. We haven't really had our synthesizers come online too much, but who's to say? Mixie Uchida, good morning back to you. Sorry, I'm reading all over the place, backwards, forwards. When the show started, I was, I do a test feed and I record, make sure, lighting and everything looks good, and I don't have some big, scar on my face or something. And I started the show and I was about to the intro and I'm like, something feels off. And I had hit record instead of go live. And I was like, oh, I'm glad I always start about a minute early, because I was still a little bit early. My wife and son were laughing at me this morning because I thought I was going to get a late start and I was all ready to go and it was like 7:50. So that's pretty funny. Okay, somebody has a fade, but that's okay. We've got enough air power here. We might just be able to power through with that second rally. We've cut off. I might just lay on that inside out as a defensive option, like killing their walls and stuff. So let's see. I've got enough for everything here. It's kind of a Mother May I situation, right? I'll drop. No, let's attack first. That'll make more sense. Attack. Yeah, Snap is such a good card. Cool. That turns off this. We'll play this. We'll say nope. We kind of stultified their start, and then gain the life, do all that stuff. I mean, they drew really well too, even though we drew all of our inside outs, almost all of them. They've also drawn multiple Archaeomancers straight out of the gates. And let's just force them to have it. I ain't living in fear. Where's your sprite? That's fine. I'll just die to a hawk. Captain Blood Tuppus in the house. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Like I said, been learning some stuff from other YouTubers because I rarely watch them. And if you can, just does the channel a big help out if you could subscribe in YouTube and such later on. If you're watching this, I'd appreciate it. Trying to get our sub counts up. Speaking of Snapbolt, really recommend his channel too. It's pretty wild. I think he started just like a year ago. He's already got like 1,000 more subs than me. I was just like, just don't know what I'm doing wrong. I guess it's because I'm trying to put out a TV show instead of the standard fare, right? I really like this draw because they're going to think like, oh, counter, because that's your best flyer. And then we just drew Tribe right behind it. So that'll feel pretty good. If this works out the way I think it will, we shall see. There it is. Boop. All right. Sorry, folks. Boop. Attack. And we take these out. Okay. Too bad Rally doesn't work like Guardian's Pledge. When the Tireless Tribe flips, we could do something. But that's like with Lightning Bolt, right? A lot of times it's better to just pitch the bolt because that's 4 damage instead of 3 once you got it flipped over. So a lot of fun. A lot of drama with this list too. That's right. Get your life total down, baby. Woo! I don't want to see no flyers, especially that one. I will waste this on it. I don't want them to be gaining life. Let's see. We'll do that to that. I guess with our mana where it's at, we wait to see what we draw here. Think we should kill it now? It's probably on Snap. That's our last one, isn't it? I thought it was. 1, 2, 3. No, we've got one more after that. Let me analyze this here. He could snap it, and then he's blockless, and then we'd be forced to top deck. We've got plenty of mana. Draw a Synthesizer. Well, it'd be good times 2, but we've already dropped 2 of those. Obviously, a straight attack up here doesn't do too much. We kick the Rally. That puts him at 5. Honestly, I think I'm just going to zap this. We don't need that much damage, and I don't want him gaining too much life I really don't want to see a snap here, but it'll put the screws to him if he wants to use it on his own creature, which he probably is doing here. Or wasting a very valuable Ghostly Flicker. I shouldn't say wasting. He gains a life out of the deal. And we don't draw a card. But it is on his dime. And now, oh man. How that ended badly, right? Look at this. Had we drawn the other option, oh my goodness, that would be beautiful. Oh well. What to do, what to do. If I do this now, we could hit for 6. But he's just going to be gaining the life. I'd rather keep that as a little contingency plan. Yeah, I wish when I built this right before, what set did that come out in? The blood one? Yeah. Right before that, we streamed a similar list, almost identical, except for the wedding invitation and the synthesizer. Both just amazing additions. Let you kind of go blueless in a deck that you would think would just always have it. Yeah, Familiars is legit. I mean, it's tough stuff. Well, I just want to draw the card here, so I'm just going to do this pre-combat. Pretty obvious play here. We return this. I'll replay it. Got him at 6 here if everything goes right. Yeah, we could do this. We'll play this. Got lethal next turn. If you've got it, unlikely shenanigans, say yes. We'll bring back the wedding invitation. It's kind of like, no wedding for you. Play the wedding invitation. Not bad for a white, white-red deck, right? Just do like 4 cards, including our draw. But good times. So this much pressure on the board with Rally on the side. It's probably going to gain a life or 2 here. We're probably going to get a creature returned or not, but I think we've been able to keep enough consistent pressure on. There we go. But yeah, you said it very well, Captain. That's very, and I'm really not thankful. That's the wrong word. I like that Familiars is coming back because, I'm always bitching about Tron because it gets to play with all the toys, and the second you neuter Tron, Familiars is going to be the next big bully on the block with kind of, the Karoo lands and all that stuff. And the fundamental engine I've always been bitching about is that, you've got to worry about, the free mana, snap, things like that. All right, so Prismatic Strands not going to do too much here. We're going to swap those for Pyroblast. And I don't think there's much else that we can do. Not many enchantments going about. Dust to Dust isn't really going to help. This is interesting, but not going to do too much. Yeah, Wedding Invitation. I mean, if it just did what it did, it'd still probably warrant an inclusion. But the whole draw a card thing, and then yeah, it's nuts. Word of the wise. I've actually thought of cutting one Glint Hawk out of this list, but instead, as you saw, I just went with some artifact lands because sometimes you can get a really aggro hand and you just Ancient Den, return it. As long as maybe it's like a Walls matchup or something like that. So let me double check here. That's one thing I want to really work on leagues is not just hitting submit. Big UFC fight tonight. Speaking of submit, thanks for joining me, everybody. But if you're of the combat persuasion, tonight's a fun night. I predict Oliveira, believe it or not. I like Gaethje a lot, but I really think Oliveira's found just some next level. He seems to just be able to get hit by trucks and come back up. You have to respect the deck. That's right, Captain Vlad. That's what I really liked about it. And like I said, I'm no stranger to this style. I don't think it's... I think the second... Well, what's the single red one? About Face, I think it's called. If you can bring that up in the chat. It costs 1 red sorcery, and it does what Inside Out does. Oh boy, we're on the draw. We've got Faithless Looting, and we've got a whole lot of hate. Oh, it's an instant. I was wrong. I would have lost money on that. But yeah, ever since that was printed, I've always tried to make Boros Tribe work. And yeah, I've played it probably 3 times in the last few years on this channel. It was just nice to see it make a good showing, and I haven't changed too much. Oh boy, this is rough. We hit any white source, we're good. I mean, we don't really have any creatures. I feel a little bit overboarded, but I think I got to ship this, guys. Assuming that they brought in artifact hate. We might be stuck at 1 mana in like 2 or 3 turns because of Dust to Dust. It's really tempting because of this. We got a draw, and then we got 2 more draws. I just don't know what I would pitch. I'm going to mulligan. Thanks, deck. All right. I'll open up the graveyard, and I'll mulligan again. But it's okay with Squadron Hawk. Sometimes you can get right back up to 7, as you all know. The aggro player in me wants another rally or 2, but I think it's just right. The threat's there. It's just like Tribe. The threat's there. You got to respect it. So, mulligan. Oh, my goodness. Mulligan. All right, keep. This is outrageous. We will not be needing this. We will not be needing this. We probably won't be needing this. Done. That was painful. I'm going to write that down. Mull the 4. Strange hands. That was brutal. But yeah, a lot of people, that's what's good about this bald head and the age of mine, right? You can remember cards like About Face without, having to break out the search engines and stuff. And so many times I'll mention something like that. People are like, what? Never heard of this. It's like, yep. Oh boy, I'm tempted to just do this now. I don't really want to fall on a fairy bait, but I'm just going to, I'll try to play correct Magic. Force them to have it, right? Alrighty. Well, that's interesting. I'm just going to sit on that for a minute here. I'll tap this, play this, pass the turn. I think the looting might go a long way towards yeah, I guess we could do it now. Nah. Active Fey out. My spidey senses say pass. Propaganda. Maybe you already talked about it. Have you tried Body Dropper and Black Sack? Yeah, I like I said, there were about 3 decks. Here I go recommending someone else's channel, but that's always what I've been about. And Snapbolt kind of covered them all, and I really liked a lot of his builds, plus or minus 1 or 2 cards. And so a lot of love to him, man. I was, if you haven't seen it, the beginning of his YouTube page, he's got this cool little card game with his dog, and it's very subtle comedic timing he has. The way he cuts too. As an editor, I was pretty impressed. I was like, wow, interesting. That was he's got something going there. All right. Do I just keep slow rolling here until I get a lightning bolt out? I think I want to pass again. I hate playing this slowly. With Snap and everything, until Pyroblast shows up, obviously Faithless Looting will help me get there, but I'm going to try to play a little more patient. I'll drop the Furnace, bring back Garrison next turn. Hopefully we get something a little bit better. I watch him exclusively for the dog, yeah. Maybe that's what I need. A little cat or some... He has a familiar, right? That's kind of what that is. It's pretty great. Okay, well, hey. Yeah, this is always what happens to me, like when I'm playing and, I get a little too antsy, and then like I realize if I would have waited 1 turn, then they got antsy and they went for it, and then I got this open window, and that's exactly what just happened here. This is curious. Well, we've just got everything we need right now. I'm going to drop the tribal, I've got it. I'm going to drop the invitation while I've got it. This is a scary place for our opponent to be, and we're going to return this. All of a sudden, we've got a pretty formidable... scary board. Get a magic hamster. Yeah, I did have hamsters as a kid. My first hamster's name was Snossage. There was a little dog treat video in the mid to late 80s, and this dog kept going Snossages, and so when I had a hamster, I just called him Snossage. It was a very cool hamster. I lived, as you all know, in kind of a bayou atmosphere / lake up near Lake Tahoe. Not Lake Tahoe, but a little lake there, and we were the only one on it. And there was ducks everywhere and frogs everywhere, so I've always had an affinity for those animals. But there was this very friendly white duck with a red bill. It was very distinct, and it liked Snossage, my hamster. And I would literally sit there, read a book on the lake shore, and it would come up. I'd, obviously bait it with some bread and stuff, but it knew I was benevolent, and it would let me pet it after about 5 minutes. And then I would put Snossage on his back, and those two, it was like he would just nuzzle him and stuff. It was the sweetest thing you ever seen. Okay, Well, at least we've got Pyroblast for the aforementioned sprite that we know we're going to be running into. Wow, we're just embarrassment of riches here. Let's see. He knows we've got this, so let's play this. All right, we've got this. He's probably got another one right behind it. Okay, that's fine. We still get the big birdie out of the deal. I'm sure they don't like to see. Infinite blockers for me. Infinite. Can you count to 4? Good times. Would have been nice if we just run into like some silly rogue deck and get a freebie, but what are you gonna do? Let's go get rid of some lands while we can. There ain't nothing we can do with this extra mana except more of this stuff. We've already got a wedding invitation. Got 2 of the combo. Plenty of this. I think I'll go like that and hope for the best. You caught me, Captain Vlad Tepes. Infinite equals 4. 1 + 1 = 7. Don't listen to me, kids. Your education will end up in the gutter. All right. So again, this is kind of a little bit of a bait move here. I'm going to throw this out. I actually should have tapped that for that. No, I shouldn't have. I got that right. We'll say no. Alrighty. I think I'm going to rock like this. If it goes through, I'll tap this for mana. We'll return this one, actually. Sure. Play it. And then drop another invitation. They got a storm mechanic going on here? I'm not quite sure. Happy to trade with sprites all day. That's right. Ajat Kaipin. Sorry if I'm sure I butchered that one. Ooh. And then yesterday at work, I had a super busy day, which I was very grateful for because I blinked and my shift was over. It was one of those. Sometimes the worst thing to do is to just have a slow day. And at the very end of the day, you get given something and you're just out of it. All right. Before you drop a land, you want to drop one of these. That's how this rolls. Let's go. Show me something good. At this rate, I will try to kill that familiar. Draw a card here. Really like this card's so flexible. If you stop thinking of it as an offensive card, usually I'll find a home doing something pretty fun. Boy, do they dislike that, huh? Well, I guess we're in the clear as far as that goes, unless they're playing incredibly patient magic, which is not something I'm a fan of, as you all know. All right, I'm just going to attack. Actually, before I do, I want to just make sure the coast is clear. He's probably got a snap. Doesn't matter. We're not really running up against ninjas. Yep, the standard move. That's cool. I'm glad there's 2 snaps in the graveyard. I just don't want there to be much more. I'm going to keep this looting here. I've got 5 mana. I would really prefer to, you know what? If he wants to trade, I'm fine with that. Or the aggro here. Double up on the Hawk. That's cool. All right. Either way, turn off the fairy engine. Less babes for the party. Ash Barons representing. I was very impressed with the Jewel Thief in the bug list that I saw. It was pretty cool. I almost played that today, but again, you know, it was like, well, that's been done. Okay. And again, you don't go all in on these. Sometimes at this stage of the game, it's like, yeah, they set us back a little bit, but it set them back a whole turn as well. If you really analyze it. Let's keep open a red because we don't have it. We'll drop this looting here. We'll go like this. We'll discard. Ooh, I want the bird, huh? This is rough. I gotta keep these. I gotta just eat this. We will draw more. Patience, my friend, patience. Ah! Machi bounces it now, be like, no. Our wedding invitation has been rescinded. Yeah, they do seem pretty quick to do that. All right, so that's going to meet the end of Inside Out because I just want to keep their life total a little bit less respectable before they draw much of anything here. Watch, we top deck Tribe next turn, but like I said, I ain't playing that way. Suckers, woo! Let's go. Returning. We could return the land and stuff, but we've got enough to bring back the invitation. All right, cool. We've got some offense power now. Yeah, it's tough to ditch bolts. I gotta say, I learned quite a bit watching other people stream, but it was mostly snap bolt. Just, you know, you get kind of used to it. I like his tone of voice and everything. There's some, no offense, that as that guy on MTG Goldfish, I just can't listen to him. It's like, I thought he was joking the first time I heard the guy's voice. Of course, I've thought similar things of like even Mark Rosewater when I hear him in a interview from Wizards of the Coast. Like, just like, oh my God. He's the awesomest guy. I owe him so much, done so much for the games, but I just can't listen to the dude. All right. We're feeling good. Let's just hit a land here, please. All right. I said a land here, please. Boop. I said a land here, please. I guess we'll just do this. And do nothing. And attack. This is right where you want familiars to be in top deck mode. Unfortunately, if they top deck a Archaeomancer, they can just come back and make you look like a fool. Yeah. And no offense to, I guess it's Seth, Captain. Like I said, they offered me that job right before he got it, and I was like, yeah, I kind of have my own thing going here. I didn't really want to have propaganda hijacked. I have a long-term plan. I'll be here in 20 years. I think we got this one. Just to keep on attacking here. I think I'll trip this up. Bloop. We'll do this thing here. Oops. Gotta wait till sorcery speed. Boom, boom, boom. Always yield. That is the way. Okay. We'll get the token out. We'll play this. Oh, we already played a land. Broke rule number 16.9. Sure. I'll just use it now. Think we've got the first round here. Again, thank you to Carousel Games, Chris in the UK, over at that store. Like I said, if you didn't know, our top donor gave us just a crazy windfall of tickets. Said, go play some leagues. So I was like, all right. If somebody wants to shadow me and I crash and burn 1-4 or whatever, that's fine now because money ain't on me, but we shall see. Yeah, God, look at this. Ends in August. That's crazy. Familiars. Not a deck you want to see, but very glad that we got that number. But I think it was Captain Vlad Tepes. I think, like you were saying, this list, you know, once you see the threat, you can be a little gun shy with it, right? You're just because you got this kind of this super win condition in Wedding Invitation and Tribe. Got the defense of this, but if you wait around too long, then you know the old Root Squad. Oh wait, Root Squad. I made too many decks. Boros Boli comes through and smack, you're dead. I don't really think I want to continue with Gorilla Shaman. Sometimes it's very favorable. It's just nice to further kick the legs out from under people. I won't go as far as Holy Light, but yeah, you know. Manacost.com. Yeah, I thought the same thing. I literally did a double take when I first heard it. I was just like, wait, when's this little bit gonna end? And I was like, oh my God, it's like chalkboard. So what do I know? They're doing a lot better than little old me, that's for sure. Pretty awesome artwork here as it goes off the edge. And this is, like I said, we're not always going to do leagues on this channel. We used to. We almost did them for like 2 or 3 years straight. But I've had a lot more fun and saw a lot more variety when we just go into the practice room. We run into some pretty big time decks sometimes, but then you also get to see like new innovations and stuff, which is really what this channel is all about. As we stare at this awesome Christopher Rush old school lightning bolt. Go get you some. I hate when I make a new list because I say 4 lightning bolts and then it throws in the, you know, the newest. Just I'm just like, come on, man. I want to throw down old school, right? But yeah, with the other system, you know, you don't have these big lulls, and that's kind of what I'm you know, it's, what are you going to do? It just makes me have to ramble, try to fill the air. There's no like somebody right there. Whereas if you're just playing in the tournament practice room, you're just good to go. But any UFC fans in the chat, anybody else going to be watching with me? It's very kind of a pick'em night. I've always been a fan of the bald girl. I think more women need to be bald. It is a good look. Just like with a guy, if you got a good shaped head, you're golden. And there's a fighter, Rose Namajunas. She just shaved her head like 4 or 5 years ago and hasn't looked back. And beautiful lady, amazing fighter, and it's just a good look. Annie Lennox did it in the 80s, right? I think too much of the pie chart of a woman's in historically of a woman's like look has been like, you know, about the hair, and it's like, no. I think there's plenty of awesome short haircuts and hats too. I miss like the you see those old timey pictures and videos of women when they wore like kind of trippy hats, or you know, just different ones, match outfits. Sinead O'Connor, yeah. Yeah, she was at a UFC event back when Connor was in his prime. But see, this is what I dread, you know. Oh, here we go. Join match. Why didn't it warn me? That was weird. I guess we have to keep it on the boring screen on top of everything else. All right, let's go. Open up the yard and hope for a first hand like we had last time. Hey, you know what? We won that game last game with 4 cards, guys. 4. Count them up. We'll keep this. I think that was, if we lose out from here on out, I still think that was pretty damn impressive. That's the one that gets bigger and stronger. I'm sure we're going to see that little fear dog. Let's throw the tribe out. I'll probably wait on that synthesizer. Yeah, definitely, Captain. All right, double. We've probably got some mutagenics headed our way. Not sure if it's worth blocking here. What do we got? Oh, okay. He's going pro-white. Takes 2 to give 2. Okay, maybe there's a mutagenic behind it. Those counters stay on there. Sorry if I look like Gary Busey in the 80s. I got a little beard stubble, and if I use that tissue on it, sometimes I get some white flake leftovers. Looks like I have a 80s Coke problem. All right, we go down to 2. That ain't so bad, especially since it doesn't stick around. I was just curious. Going up against aggro, I don't think it's really worth playing that. You know what? I'm going to drop the fountain. Let's kind of play a bit of a longer game here. Bring out a hawk. That'll feed our tribe. Sometimes if you don't want to go wide, you can pitch the hawks. If I had something to pitch, we're only going to grab 2. This is the dreaded next hand, right? When you draw the next hawk, you're like, come on, get no value here. It's probably better as a blocker at this stage, but I do want to kind of instigate that tempo of the turn where we both swing so that they don't respect the block. Dun, dun, dun. All right. I think we'll save. Uh-oh, that's demands some respect. That synthesizer is going to be very important. Man, Kiln Fiends are scary. I love that little fire dog. Okay. More bait. We're going to do stuff next turn, I promise. For this turn, we're pretty much going to sit back. What's one of the awesomer things about this? Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Can I unclick it? I think I can. We'll say done. Yay, I didn't know you could do that. We're still going to have to discard something, but we'll do this. We'll return this. So in this scenario with Tireless, normally against a white deck, obviously you have 3 open white mana. You're attacking for the win. What's the opponent always have? Prismatic Strands. What's awesome about this list and other lists like it with Tireless Tribe, you've got that wild mongrel outlet of being able to just pitch it, and it's good times. Alrighty, I'll attack for 1. Gonna show some respect here. Thank you for that, Captain. Yeah, just never, you'd think after all these years of playing, I would have, maybe I've done that while inebriated late at night and just have forgotten about it, but goes. That thing doesn't get trampled, that Squadron Hawk's going to end up in the fiery maw of the Kiln Fiend. Two cards in our opponent's hands to R7. That feels good. Truly outside of a lightning bolt. Don't really have any removal. Oh, that card's good against us. So good. Oh, boy. I think it's getting time to block with Tribe. Combo be damned. Yeah, I'll lose two cards to the Kiln Fiend. It's just what else is behind it, right? What did he put the other one on? All right. This is what I wish I had mutagenic, right? We will block here. Gotta lose two cards. Oh, that's interesting. How big is this going to be? Do I just let this go at this point? I think I do. Hey, Atlanteus. After the old bands, I call it White Wedding. You know, me and alliteration. Let's see how big this Kiln Fiend is. It's a little too early in the morning for that much math for me. I could pitch 3 cards to keep this alive. Uh-oh. I might still have to. We're just dead here. Yeah. If I pitch my whole hand, we don't die. Let's see where that gets us. I mean, we're dead, kind of, regardless, right? We don't need a garrison. We really want this to show up. This is going to be too slow. We will need the life. Let's see, that's 9. Already got these. 13. Maybe we'll just let the guy live, right? Sure. Let's do that. 17. He lives! And we're still dead, though, because of this. So that's kind of dumb. 15. 17, yeah, he still gets through. That's dumb. The extra men get us through, so this is kind of an exercise. And did. No? What did I miscount there? I thought the double strike kill, then we would still get hit. Interesting. Oh, he took all the double strike. That's right. Okay. Forgot how that one wording works. Well, we really need to hit an out here. Problem is, if we use our only source of red, we don't have enough mana because we have to float the one. Boy, this is tight spot. We're just dead here. We can block, hit. Man, this is rough. So we can't really hit our out here, just the nature of how much mana we're going to need unless we just fall into a tribe. And then, you know, in other words, there's no situation here. We'll do this, get a double payoff, get a hawk out. Maybe our opponent's just completely drawing dead. Let's see what we get. Hey, it's that dude. That's pretty cool. Sure, we'll play this. Oh, to do this would be pretty fun, right? That will waste our synthesizer. I play this for the hawk. I'm actually going to do this. Play this, and I'm going to I think I want to return. Yeah, we've got 1 mana up. Let's return the synthesizer. Maybe we'll get. Nope. Okay. Well, wasn't a big fan of seeing that anyway. So we get another draw next turn and a critter. So we'll sit back here, and the little engine that could keeps going. It's just a bolt to the face here. Okay. Dimir Battle Rage. So respectable. As an opponent, I don't like to see people playing that. I know there's been a few lists running around where they don't run that. I'm like, what? Yeah, Fist of Flame, not too impressed by. A lot of people don't know that card, but good times. Oh, a little bit of respect there. Look at this. What's this? What's this? First things first. And, ooh, okay. Let's do that. play this land. Now, do we draw? Yeah, we return the synthesizer. We got to get the engine going here. Let me double check here. Where do you guys vote? I think we go like this. We'll probably not be able to play this card. There's another looting going bye-bye. All right, here we go. Boy, it'd be amazing if we turn this one around. Yeah, let's keep that voting going there. Oh, if you go over to our YouTube page under the community tab, but before you do that, please hit subscribe. But if you go under the community tab, oh, I've got little fun things rolling and stuff. One of the things, though, I found a sign the other day, and it said Blackburn like Avenue. And I thought it'd be pretty cool if any of you, going through your city or whatever, you see like, Burn Street or something like that. Send it in. Maybe I'll be able to do something with it if we get enough of them going. Draw a card. Until the end of turn, target creature gets this and trample for each card you've drawn this turn. Uh-oh. I think we might be having another Tireless Tribe list. Or Tireless Tribe getting very tired indeed and falling to the wayside. Okay. I want to kill that son of a gun. He's hellbent. There is a Faithless Looting in the yard. I have to kill that damn fire beast. I'm going to go like this. And this. Just take two. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Said okay. I'll discard this. This works out good. I still get to keep a tribe this way. Yeah, I'll discard this. That way the trample damage doesn't do anything. We're still at 2. We do get rid of the problem childs, though. Are we going to be able to pull this off? We're just all he has to do is find a lava dart, and we're toast. So, let's keep our options open. I guess I'll just block with the Squadron Hawk. I mean, if he draws any sort of removal, it's just going to be pointed at our face with our life totals the way it's at. So I'm okay leaving just one guy back. I'm surprised we're still alive. I thought this game was over about 4 turns ago. They do look pretty tired. Just beat down. Come on, draw a mountain. Yep, that's good times. Let's not see any lava darts, please, especially 2 of them. Where are our Prismatic Strands? We've got some nice... Oh, my goodness. He tripped a fiend. I don't think we'll be alive this time next turn. Whatever he kept was worthy of a fiend. That's scary. So many things we could draw, but right now we have to block. Considering keeping back Glint Hawk next time. If he uses a trick, we can at least trade. So many good cards we could draw right now. It's not really one of them, but it'll get us a card that might get us Prismatic. Oh boy. Let's keep our options open. Draw another card. Come on. So, okay, I kind of like that. Better to keep this a mystery. I think we're just going to instigate the trade. If he has any sort of trick, we bolt the creature. It's a nail biter, folks. Yeah, I don't think we're going to live here. It's a lava dart and we're just dead. What's he got? He's pulling that action, huh? Get him down to some more damage. Does he have another one? Ooh, brutal. Maybe he'll see all this red and call red. Red! Call red! Let us live! Alright, he's got us. Check this out. Ah! We'll put on this. Silly stuff that might cause a misclick. Womp womp. Alright. We'll call that Red Blitz. Call it whatever you want. I call it a loss. Nice moves. we were almost halfway through our list and we saw none of our 4 Prismatic Strands. I'm sure they're going to be ready for that this time, but... Okay, what do we need? What don't we need? Lightning Bolt's nice to have a little bit of. I think I'll get rid of one of these. One of these. It's like, what do I want to bring in here? Electrickery is interesting. I think these lists are also running that Acrosian Crusader, which make all the little 1/1s. If it gets to that point, I don't know if it's really worthy of that. We're already kind of pre-boarded. I mean, Light of Hope's nice for the bonus, right? Didn't see any real artifact action. Pyroblast going to be useless. It's just considering Electrickery here. What do you say, chat? What do you say? It'd be nice to know that we've got one. It's nice, though, with Wedding Invitation, but more specifically with Experimental Synthesizer, when you reveal, Light of Hope can always go off, being given our mana base. So it's a nice option. Although, you know, other than the counter and a few other things, I don't think I'm going to want to be seeing it. I will want to be seeing this, maybe early and often. I know it doesn't take out what we saw last game, but I know that list usually runs that other one. I'm just not thinking... I like this. I like being able to just win the game out of the blue with the 1. If I had to lose another card, though, it might be that, because we've got some really good air power. I think I like this swap out. Chat, what you say? Not sold on Electrickery? It will be when you see a bushwhacker showing up, right? There's a lot of critters, so I think I'm going to lean on keeping the invitations, and we'll just keep 1 Electrickery, and we'll see where we're at. Watch we get run over by a bunch of 1/1s, right? Yes, I want to play first. And we've got a good hand. Kind of. 1 card away from combo. We'll keep. I still would like to see a Prismatic Strand show up. I would not think that a red deck would be something that we would be losing to, but we find ourselves in that position right now. All right. Oh, the Kentucky Derbies today. If you're a fan of horse racing and Magic, you're out of luck because we played that last week, but we do have our own little horse race for Pauper. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it turned out pretty darn well, if I do say so myself. I'm going to keep the artifact damage out here. I play against you with my red-black sack this week. Oh, Balada. Good to know. Yeah, depending on what time of day it is and how much beer I've had, sometimes I can represent well or badly, but like I say, I feel like such a typical, guy when it comes to having kind of more of a 9 to 5 now, and I get home and I'm tired and just want, crack a cold brew. I'm such a cliche, but I'm that guy now. Don't really have any value to get out of this. I think we just Wedding Invitation go. Okay. Really want a natural red source here. Yeah, I always feel bad because people remember these games and stuff, and I just play too much Magic to remember, unless it's like a super intense, awesome, fun game, and I wrote it down. It's usually pretty unlikely. We don't want to see Flaring Pains here. Not that we have the strands, but I'll get pretty aggro with that Skyfisher next turn. I think the line's going to be Crag, Return Invitation, and then sit back and hope for some more evil. Come on over, sucker. Maybe they don't have enough tricks. All right. Let's do the return thing. I was thinking the other day, Pauper's in a pretty damn good place. I know everybody's a little tired of seeing so many artifacts in the format, but I don't think attacking here is really worth the chaos opening of decision trees that may result in, depending on what our opponent has here. So let's just chill on that plan for a bit. Alrighty. This might be worth it for the Faithless Looting potential. We've got a kill shot here. Oh man, do I respect Kiln Fiend. Best case scenario, we do have 4 prismatics in this list, and we've got the defensive engine. I think we'd be foolish to not do this now. Let's see what we get. Like I said, if you like leagues, you like me playing lists, your list, want to go that route, then let us know, and we can always accommodate you, like Chris at Carousel Games, 10 tickets and whatever you want, and handcraft your show. Done it quite a few times in the last few months. Discard 2 cards. I got to focus here. We're definitely going to be getting rid of a land, and probably the rally. Not much of a surprise value like that, is there? We'll do that, but we can bring it back. We've got another critter, but I'd rather just draw a card. I don't know where the hell our Prismatic Strands are hiding. Maybe we'll just draw into one. I just wanted to do the optimum draw ratio here. We can just get, come on, you son of a gun. I'm going to favor this for the life. Who knows, maybe we'll win with 1 life, right? Happy to just kill the tribe because we've got another one in hand. Not an ideal play, but I'm not going to be blocking with that Skyfisher, I don't think, but I don't think it's worth doing 2 damage if depending on what that hoplite goes. The problem being here, mutagenic or something like it on the hoplite, and all of a sudden we've got issues. I'd rather keep my options open. Yeah, I think as little as like right before the blood token set came out, we played a list like this. Boy, that wedding invitation really puts it over the top. And synthesizer, very nice. Kiln Fiend and Tribe are very similar, not the deck types, but the actual cards. It's like they give you that same feeling like, oh, do they have it? And maybe they just got a bunch of mountains here. What was that? I think they're afraid of Prismatic, especially with my moniker. Propaganda did the white border card get burned? Played Magic. That's right. We owe you the card. Obviously, I'm not going to do it right now. Unless you run somewhere, because I didn't want to burn it without you. All right. Let's see. We need to draw cards. Let's see if we can draw a Prismatic Strands, please. Thank you for reminding me. We have got to do that. Please. No. Well, at least it's a... I just want options open here. Let's fill up our hand. This is mostly for tribe defense bait as we wait for Prismatic to show up. I've never seen the card disown me this badly. Fill up our hand. I could play another tribe here. Don't want to max out the garrison here. The life might matter. Let's try it. Oh, one lava dart and we're getting hurt. But I want to stick around here. Without attacking, it's implying that we've got the Prismatic. Hey, Ayakura's in the house. Well, that doesn't do too much. Unless we just forget what turn it is. We'll discard this. It's a 1-for-1. I probably would have done that on his turn, huh? Card's almost useless against us. Mops up a bit of that stuff, but... Thanks for the promptness there, named Chimpskey and Shirazman. Appreciate it. Maybe they overboarded, brought in too many tricks. We're buying a lot of turns here. 4 cards. In Battle Rage gets them there. I'm thinking I'm going to try that. to keep it in what order? All right. Not really a fan of brute force in these styles, but what do I know? There it is. Okay. Very glad we blocked as aggressively as we did. Where is it? My Prismatic Strands. It's not like I'm running one. And look at the one I am running one of, Rally, and we've already drawn it, right? So there's 20 damage. There's even more. We'll discard a Hawk. Our tribe will die. A Hawk. Let's see. That's 12 damage absorbed. I think we'll be all right. We've got a Faithless Looting in the yard. And this is going to die regardless. Actually, discard a Hawk. 13. It's going to get hit twice regardless. If I do the other one, though, the Skyfisher survives? No. Both goners, but I still save quite a bit of life here. Crunch. One card in their hand. Strands. It would be really nice of you to show up. Before I get a little reckless here, we can't really do too much here. We'll loot. We've got the win. Gonna get rid of a crag and a tribe. Crag, tribe. We'll play the tribe. We'll play the garrison. Now, do we shoot with Electrickery to minimize our chances? It's not like we really have that many outs here. God, I wish this was a lightning bolt. At least we've minimized our threshold of pain here. Again, almost 30 cards into our list, and we haven't found one Strands. Broken record here, but my goodness, never had my deck fight me like this. Come on, come on, come on. What do we got here? That's 4. All right. Do we just take this? What's going in the yard? Double mountains. Hate to see that. That's a lot of quality. Mutagenic kills us. I've already seen one. I mean, blocking doesn't do too much here. I think we just take this. If he's got mutagenic, he's got it. If we block, pitch, I guess our guy lives through that. Yeah, let's force him to have at least the mutagenic. We'll block here. It's worth a plane. It's not like he's at 8 life or something. Bring this up. Discard this. And the tribe lives. Okay, come on. Let's prismatic or a lightning bolt. Something relevant, please. Not like we got rid of him. Thank you. Good God. Now we've got some interesting options. We can kill the Kiln Fiend with an inside-out smack, but as it stands now, I think I'm gonna. I just want him to waste his resources here. Try to build up our cards. I really wish we didn't have to pitch all our Squadron Hawks to stay alive, but we did. So with this scenario, we can rally and kill the Kiln Fiend. I mean, it's gotta watch my time there. About 10 minutes down. I still got to win 2 games. Yikes. Thinking way too much. I'm just glad we finally drew that damn thing. That's not good. And Lava Dart's really bad for us too here. Let's do something proactive. I'll do this. Block here. What's in his hand? 3-0. We'll call red. Pass the turn. Hey. Man. This list just doesn't want me to win. That's better to just keep in our hand as a mystery. I don't think we're wiggling out of this one, guys. We've got to win twice in 6 minutes. That feels a little weird. Let's take out a Kiln Fiend. At least we'll attempt to. A Lava Dart. To who? Me? Little old me? Problem here. I'll flip this around. I'll be Lava Dart food though, so. Maybe they won't see it. They do it in response. I'm still kind of toast here, but he'll at least eat a mountain and we prevent a lot of the damage here. We're kind of forced to do this, or are we? Do we just take out the Kiln Fiend and hope we draw something relevant? We've already blasted an inside out there. Yeah, I'm going to pull the trigger here. Boop. He'll do it in response if he's paying attention, and then water. Still take no damage, but we don't really trade anymore. I love that move. I used to play Lava Dart and people would be like, what? Should maybe call that while it was on the stack. At least, yeah, we're dead here, guys. We don't really have Wrath in this list. If he was at like 2 life or something, there might be a top deck of like a Lightning Bolt. Hey, look at that. But all right, so we're 1-1. Beat Familiars, lost to Red Blitz. I would have thought the opposite would have happened. I would have thought we would have get ground out by Familiars, and then we would have lost to Red Blitz. But we're 1-1. Really cool nail-biting games. I'm going to do a cool skit from our friends over at Friends. I don't know them. Actually, I work on the same lot as Conan, and I have seen him a few times, but I'm not one of those Hollywood types that goes, hey, nice to meet you. And so I just keep my head down and keep walking. But if it ever comes up, I'll definitely mention Pauper again and how many of his skits from the old days we'd like to share with y'all. I'm going to get some coffee. I'll be right back for round number 3.
And I just saw a story, and I thought it was interesting. It said that the fastest growing county in the country is Flagler County in Florida. So that was interesting.
Wait. Did you say Flagler County, Florida?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Flagler County. Yeah.
No. I thought the fastest growing county was Lyon County, Nevada.
Oh, no, that's actually interesting because it says that Lyon County finished 2nd in the nation. Yeah.
No. That can't be. Lyon County's the fastest. There's no reason to live. Where's my kayak? Where's my kayak?
Oh, my God. That poor guy. Oh!
Okay. I'm ready to sing more of the show.
All right, well, that's great. I'm glad you're okay. Unfortunately, your seat has already been filled. Yeah. But if you want, there's still room in the back.
Sit in the back? With those people? Those are the worst seats in the house, man. If I have to sit back there, there's no reason to live. No reason to live. Where's my bicycle? Where's my bicycle?
Oh, my God! I never knew there was an iron suspension bridge outside our center. And I've been here a long time. I should look around more. Well, my apologies to the viewers who had to witness.
The landing!
Oh, hey!
And we're back. All right. A little quick break there, courtesy of Conan O'Brien's old time show. We'll keep this hand. Let me double check here. We got, hey, look, Prismatic Strand joined us. The jerk. Check, check. All right, making sure I'm still good. And away we go. This will be a fast outing. We've got Burn. We've got Scarred Crag. We'll keep that up to a shock value mana. Keep that lightning bolt back for you know who, the thermo alchemists, who we've done a commercial about, a fake steak rub, right? Searing spice. And we're already at 12. Okay, that's not going to do us too much good here. Let's lean on the synthesizer. Let's see what we draw. It's a tribe. Cool. Play the tribe, and we'll pass the turn. Love when people try to bolt the tribe in a state like this where you're like, well, I'm just going to discard one thing I don't want and make that not happen. Now we've got Strands online. It's kind of a matchup. I think it might be worth returning the Crag. I'm just going to play... I think I'm going to pop that next turn. Try to get some offense going here. Yeah, I'm just going to sit back. We're almost in single digits already. I'm fine with the slow roll. Here we go. Alrighty, let's pop this now, see what we get. Get a little offense on the board. Alright, we'll do this to this. See what else we get. Don't need that. Realistically, don't really need that anymore either. We'll do that. I've got a white card out. If S really hits the fan, we can always pitch Prismatic for a one use. Hate to do that, but got to get a little offense going here. Vigilance on a Samurai token is pretty awesome in this scenario. All right, I think we take that. We're at 8. We have an answer for that. We have 8 answers for that. Inside Out's always fun on that. But that's going to mean a lightning bolt ending, I believe. We'll gain the life here. We'll bolt here. And I'm just going to play it mega safe. I'm going to write down who we're facing here. Burn. The vigilance on that little token is paramount when you're running 4 strands. Yeah, we beat a deck I didn't think we would have a good shot at. Familiar. We trounced it 2-0, and then Red Blitz, 4 Prismatic main. I thought, no problem. Oops. Then that happens, right? Nice thing with Tribe, unless you're in single digits like we are, is you can kind of represent that sort of a, well, do we just win here? We call protection from red, and then we just attack for the win. I think that's the line, right? He's like, why is he doing that now? They might see it. I'll discard. Maybe I don't want to. Maybe I just let him waste all his good stuff, huh? Yeah, we'll get rid of a hawk here. It's still alive. But the combo isn't, because if I flip it around, it's already taken 4, so gotta be real careful about that. Alright, obviously we'll go red. And I can't flip it around now. So I think we'll fill up our hand with some hawks. Boop, boop, boop. Since it's still main, bloop. So there's a lot of fun, sneaky little plays like that where you just... So if you're new to tribe or new player or whatever, and you're looking at this going, oh, he still has it. No, no, no. Second you flip that, it's already taken 4, and then its toughness would be 1. So you got to be really careful in that scenario there. But again, hey, Drac V Pauper. Nice to hear from you, my friend. Thank you for joining us. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. I think it's called attacking. Our opponent still has 2 mana floating, which is funny because we've made pro-red. Also keep that in mind. A lot of times the second main phase shows up, somebody tries to still bolt you, and it's like, no, that's till the end of turn. I've seen that happen a surprising amount of times. Not out of the woods yet. Be really nice to draw our Rally the Paupers, whatever that, Rally the Peasants. I always call it Rally the Paupers. Alrighty, well, there's a more damage. And a blood token. Blood. Liking this a lot. We shall attack. Hiya. Okay, well, I'll just discard a Squadron Hawk here. Play the long game. Get out some more meat. What is this new devilry? Like I said, that synthesizer, such a, you know, by itself, it's like draw and Boros and a vigilant threat that's already drawn you a card, and it has vigilance, and it keeps prismatic just so relevant. Not out of the woods yet. I've lost plenty of games in this scenario where you're like, yeah, I'm set, and the stack goes a little funny, or you blink, or you misclick once and bonk. We don't need to worry about Mr. Man there. Well, I don't even know if we should bolt that at the end of the turn. Do we just inside out it? And that's a 3, 6, and then 9 get some. Yeah, we'll just bolt it. Get out of here, suck it. You're right. We'll do this again. Let's keep our white boys back. Yep. Returning this. Playing this. Attacking like this. And now we'll do it. Strike. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? 3, 5. Okay. Nail biter, but we pulled that one off. Now it gets funner. 2 light of hope. I do like keeping rally in there. I like all our removal. I might lose a looting. Might go like this. With a life package there. I think I might live to regret that. Looting gets us what we want, but we also have to pitch stuff in the yard, and I really like when I have Strands main, especially in this matchup. But I do want to find things. Sorry, I'm whispering to myself. And with the Alchemist out, I want to keep all of these. There's not too many creatures. I think we go like this. I think 3 Wedding Invitations will be enough. Or we take out a Synthesizer, leave Invitation. Yeah, I think this is less. If we top deck like either our Light of Hope or a Prismatic and it gets exiled, we don't want to have to play it main phase. So I think I'm going to keep it to 3 of these. And actually put back that last Faithless. You know what? I think I'm going to play this. Just in case the curses come up. And that's being a little reckless, isn't it? All right, let's draw cards. Submit. Rally the Peasants. That'd be a funny little... Maybe they'll come out with like a... What was that? Like the Jackass set? I forget. The Unglued, that's what it was. I remember there was a card called Jackass, though. But that'd be funny if they made one just for Pauper. And you could make a Rally of the Peasants. All right. Well, we got to throw this back. It's tempting because, you know, we've got some draw and we've got some life gain. But we got to mulligan that. Oy. Sometimes it's so pretty when you have these little sequences. One mountain later and we're just winning, but we got a mulligan. Oh boy, we'll keep this. Our deck is not liking us on these second games. That's a funny win against Familiars. We mulled a 4 and still pulled it off. That was great. 2 cards. I want to keep our defense engine up. I'm gonna roll like this, just in case they've got Artifact Hate. Say done. We've got a little bit of draw on our Wedding Invitation, but not much else. I've lost a lot of games like this. You look at this and you're like, oh, you're protected from red for days. And it's like, against a good burn player, the stack goes a little funny and then you're just shot. So I'm going to threaten with a bolt, so maybe he keeps his Alchemist back. Buys us a little bit of time. Big shout out to Therese Nielsen. Such amazing artwork. Love these. Come on, you be mana screwed. Yes. Okay. Well, let's note to the kids out there. Make sure to play these before you play your lands, because you're most likely, statistically, to draw a land. Hey, look at that. Looks like I know what I'm doing. Return this and take 1 again, probably more. I bet we're going to be at about 11 or 10 at the end of this turn. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I was off last week camping in Morro Bay. Had a really good time. My wife's getting ready for Burning Man, and so she bought this amazing canvas tent. It's like the size of a good living room. And the cheap pauper in me was like, what are you doing? How much money was that? And that wind kicked up, and oh man, was I happy that we had that. That was beautiful. All right, I think we just win here because we've got double Prismatic to get us out of the gates, and we've got this to accelerate. Good times. This deck can get gross sometimes. But anyway, so the wind would kick up really bad, and like a normal tent, you can it always kind of seethes through the plastic, and you know, tents are tents. But man, I was like, we'll discard this for double effect here. I don't want to take 3 at this stage, so I'm just going to do this and say no red. Even though our guy's saved anyway, but I don't want to take 3 to the head. Or this attack that might come at us. But anyway, it was just like the most amazing... You'd think it was just like a tent, but it isn't. And it was getting... I mean, it was like crazy 35-mile-an-hour winds at one point. Right off the coast, we were right on the beach, and just zip these things up, and you're toasty within like 30 seconds. It was crazy. It was just like living in a house. It was the most comfortable camping I've ever experienced. And we just nestled in there with really good libations of the Alcoholic Persuasion and a lot of board games. No magic. A little too windy for that, but don't want sand and magic. Bad mix. It's really cool. Well, he's going to definitely block there, but we might as well kill the dude, right? we've got the prismatic play off the side. 1, 2, 3. I pull that off. I'd like to keep that open. Do we just force him to have Pyroblast here? Well, here's what we can do. We can do this. I'll actually return this. Yes. Okay. What do we got? Oh, that's fun. Ah. Gain 4 life. So tempting, but I think we have the win here. We pitch this, make it unblockable. If he's got any sort of Pyroblast trick, we've got Strands and the Glint Hawk to back it up. So, but he's not dead yet. Let's slow our roll here a little bit. We're not out of the woods yet. I thought we had a little bit more cards in hand. Let's see. That would be 8, 16, 17. He wouldn't be dead. Let's play respectable. We'll gain 4 life. We can do that next turn too. I'd rather go to 15 and feel very comfy. Yeah, it's not doing us too much good like that. I'll work like this. I guess I should have attacked there. Hey, sir, 89. Thanks for joining us. Did we play a land this turn? I guess we did. That answers that. Okay. Happy to attack here. Don't need that land. Good riddance. Woo! Thanks for joining me, everybody. Like I said, if you're watching this on YouTube later, please give the old like, subscribe button a hit. Recommend it to a friend, etc., etc. Helps out a lot. Trying to catch some of these people that are passing us up. Woo! And deserve to. Alrighty. And we will accept this damage. We will go like this. Synthesizer is going to get us some cards regardless, but they don't go in our hand. I'm going to trip this. Okay. We will play this. I'm really giving Burn a lot of respect here. I'm not trying to get reckless here. And we'll attack again for 3. We just don't have quite as much ammo as I'd like. And between the Radiant Fountain and the Light of Hope, we're at 16 and instead of 6. I mean, instead of 10. Yeah, I think that's worthy of a... we just let that go. That's another damage there. I do want to keep that available. We're getting close to the window opening. I think we let this go. Yeah, hate to, because that's another damage we're taking, but if he taps all out here and we don't attack with a Glint Hawk, do we just have the win? Let's see, that'd be 8, 16, yeah. Okay. No respect for the tribe. I'll show you what for. Come on, tap that mana. There we go. All right. We're at 8. It'd be a whole lot different mess if Light of Hope and the other Radiant Fountain didn't show up, right? So we don't even need to use that card. I think we just have the win here if I don't attack with Hawk. Be real careful here. This is the kind of hand you can just completely lose out on. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 damage. We will attack just the tribe. Keep in mind, we still draw a card. Boop, boop, boop. In this scenario, we don't really have too much to worry about. I'll get rid of this. You want to actually keep Strands in the hand, but okay, cool. So we're 2-1. We beat Familiars. We lost to Red Blitz, but then we beat Burn because you know what showed up? Prismatic Strands. Who would have thought? I'm doing good. Let's just jump into the fourth round here and see what we're going to do here. One more win. We'll be playing even, but we're 2-1 on the day. Really feel like we should be 3-0 if our Prismatic showed up. But like I said, I got first with this at the Pauper Classic Tuesday. It was a lot of fun. Oh, there we go. Hey, maybe opponents are showing up a little quicker this time. Open up our yard. We've got part of our combo. Our mana's okay. We'll keep this. Don't want to really... little creature light, but don't want to get too greedy. We've had plenty of Mold of 4 hands here, and that's kind of new. This deck usually tends to draw pretty well. Used to feel very lacking when you didn't play blue with Tribe for obvious reasons, but this is a very nice, you know, evened out approach. You got the air power going, and I don't know if I'd go as far as Battle Screech, but if you're wondering, Squadron Hawk serves kind of double duty in lists like this because you're able to fill up your hand if you do have the combo. And if not, you just fly over and peck at them. Beep, beep. Shirazman, I got to find a way to rip the old cat's eye. Remember those, those old... Oh, man, which one do I choose to kill here? I'm just going to do this now. Well, if a Kill Fiend shows up, I'm going to feel like a fool, but right now, I'm just going to do this. Get this on board, fill up our hand again, go like that. Yeah, there was that old 80s Cat's Eye movie. I don't even know if that's which one it was, but I think it was James Woods, and he was doing... We talked about this before. He was in some non-smoking guaranteed area or sort of a business, and they did it by like hunting your family down, and like it was, you know, it's a horror movie, so it got really dark, but fascinating stuff. Really good storytelling. Oh, okay, never mind. Of course, that's when I asked for him. No biggie. Alrighty, that's enough of that. Well, we're playing this card for a reason. Let's do this right now. See what we're gonna get. It might be a toy or two that we want to mess about. Discard 2 cards. Well, this will be relevant. I'd rather kind of have that in the yard, honestly. And we'll get rid of a hawk. You know, you obviously want to play the synthesizer here. I just hate if this is a land, but sometimes you just got to pull the trigger on this card. Might be a tribe. That'd be kind of optimal. All right, it's a land. We could have used it. Now, this is when this is really painful, right? You're like, but I need the tempo. I think I'm going to just return the furnace, honestly. As opposed to being dishonest, I guess. And there's no scenario where this helps us if we return that, so I'll say, yeah, we'll just return this. A little tempo loss, but I'd rather get more value out of the synthesizer. It can do some neat things sometimes. I don't think that's worth saving the... especially game 1. We've got a get out of jail free card, and you know, this is a rematch. I think this is the exact same list. Drawing cards, eh? Well, my little hunch bolting that hoplite was correct, as they keep drawing cards. A 7/2 Glint Hawk. How's that work? Cool. Get a little bit of revenge, but it's mostly due to our opponent keeping a bad hand. Red Blitz rematch. Did we have Prismatic? We did. Look at that. And we won. There seems to be a correlation. All right. What did we do last time? Not enough, apparently. Hi-ya! Good for blockers, so I want to keep these. Yeah. I like the looting. I like that. Do we get rid of the rally? I think I'm going to lose a rally. What did we go with last time? We went with Electrickery. And I'm with, I think it was Captain Vlad Tepes saying that it felt a little underwhelming. I'll leave those back for this portion of the show. Or do we just not board anything? We don't have to board. There's no rules. Enchantment, counter on a creature. That's pretty relevant with lava darts. You know, you could put it on a tribe, make it a 2/2, so when it flips, they've got a double dart. I think we'll play one of these. I don't want to overboard. Really like looting in this matchup where it's just that blitz, so sometimes one prismatic's enough. I get rid of a Glint Hawk? No. All right, let's get rid of Rally. We have to admit, we're pretty aggro, but we're not the aggro in this matchup, unless we have a first turn tribe with it inside out. We saw what happened to that hand in game 1 of match 1, right? Well, it's an honest draw, isn't it? It kind of has everything we need. Ugh. I think we keep this. Got defense early and plenty to pitch to. I mean, it's not ideal. After turn 1, we could drop this, hope for a basic. If not, bring in the garrison. We'll keep it, see what happens. Said every loser throughout history. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Propaganda almost every single Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which will hopefully be a lock in the future. I know we're doing away with what's it called? Daylight savings time. They keep teasing us like next year. I think it's officially next year. But I'm about as political as a dead iguana. All right, let's drop this. Go from there. The hoplite has shown its true colors. I think we've learned our lesson prior. I'm just going to bolt this now. If he's got mutagenic, he's got it. Maybe he has to use a 3/3 booster. Yeah, okay, that makes it a 2/2. Okay. A little less damage. All right. No. We'd have to... No, we're good there. The life might be a matter. Next turn I can drop Synthesizer and Tribe. I have plenty of stuff to pitch to. Well, let's go. I just got like Molten Rain. We're like, no. Wish they would make the artwork look a lot different. Boy, those color palettes are so similar. Hey, anybody in the chat? I haven't heard from you guys in a while, man. Keep the love rolling. Come on, talk to each other. You know how this game is worded. Brute Force. Now used as a defensive measure. Man, that hoplite's really leaning into the damage. Whoo! We alive! Iceman Z, nice to hear from you. Hey, I'll join you. Got Killer Bee from, I know I've shown this before. Little toy of Killer Bee from Naruto or Naruto or however you want to say it. Such a ridiculous character. I love him. Matabayo. Too early for West Coast. Hey, that's where I'm at, Iceman. I was joking with my wife. I got up at like 6:15 this morning, and I was considered that sleeping in. Helps when I was camping too. It was just like, man, I just naturally, my eyes come open about 5:15. No matter what. Doesn't matter how late I've been up or anything. I worked nights for like 16 years, and it really messed with health and sleep and everything. What a strange scenario. The overboard, like sitting back on Flaring Pain, and very curious. Well, we've got a lot of cannon fodder. We don't really need to draw into a land here. I think we negate the synthesizer on this play. Drop this, and we just loot. We've just got so much to get rid of. I'll synthesize next turn. Let's loot. There's just too much in our hand right now. Okay, discard 2 cards. I like the life. 1 mana is not really going to do much of anything, because, I mean, you could argue you play the synthesizer and then you just exile a card. So, I think I'll get rid of a Garrison and a Mountain. Play the Crag for the life. Might be relevant. Go back up to 20 and pass the turn. Got to be very wary of that Lava Dart in our opponent's yard. Ba-bum-ba-dum. Where are you at, Iceman Z, without giving away an address? California's so massive. It sits so vertical. It's got so much variation. Remember when I was a boy, I used to tell my family members that lived in Texas the one time I visited there that, we just got back and, we had to shovel out the driveway and we could barely leave because the snow buried our house. And they didn't believe us. They think California's all one long beach. And it's like, oh, no, it's just like New Zealand. If you look at it on the globe, it sits kind of the same and it has everything. It has it all. I don't think any sort of block shenanigans are really worth it here. Although we don't really have the combo. And what would I discard? I'll preserve. Let's do this. I'll pitch the plains. Or not. Maybe the crag. I think the crag. Seattle-ish. Oh, nice. It's where I wish I lived a lot more northern. I was assembling some kind of platform dolly, says Captain Vlad Tepes. They say on the box you can't use it as a skateboard. They clearly know nothing about it. Is this worth 2 cards? It's our only creature out. I say yay. I'm going to be drawing and drawing next turn, so this is fine with me. He's got a lava dart. Let's see how far he wants to take this. I'll pitch another invitation. Okay. We're drawing 3 cards next turn. He's kind of gassing himself out here. We're saving a lot of damage. Keeping our potential for a, whatchamacallit alive. Well, this is a wee bit strange scenario, isn't it? I mean, he's already, it's like, okay. He's already taken that. It's not going to do much. It hasn't flipped. Ooh, that thing's hard to kill. It's so awesome in a red metagame. Just built-in prevention. We don't got the combo, sir. You don't got no more lava darts. Cost you 2 mountains. Not a big deal. Here we go. Oh, man. Sometimes, we just don't know what's in his hand, though. We haven't done that much damage. We can't really get too excited about seeing that. So we'll just play this. If we go into a land here, I'm just going to get the critter out of it. Actually, that might be better to wait a turn on that. Reveal, sucker! Come on now. Inside out. Well, that's fun. I do not want to play that. If he has another lava dart, we can't really flip it back around. Okay, we're just in the draw train mode here. Whoop. Make him think we missed it, when in reality, we've already got another one. We'll attack since we're not going to be blocking. I think our opponent's a little played out. We're at 20. Not too worried. If that was a Kiln Fiend, it might be a different story. By might, I mean it would be. Next turn, we'll flip that synthesizer around. Actually, it's probably a better play to drop the Hawk, because then we do have lethal. Really just want him to tap out. Having an open invitation on the board's nice. Alright. No craziness. Just decent damage. Let's be in the teens when this is over, huh? I have not named Chimpskey. Never even heard of him. But I'm sure that's true of about a bazillion bands. Okay, there's some life. Let's just kind of keep this an honest game. Meaning we just kind of attack, draw, do stuff. No crazy combos. Yep. Alrighty. And our hand is full. Too many scenarios. He's really respecting that one shot. So I'm just going to pretend this is going to be a grind game, I think. Unless he just has a huge misplay and leaves something just wide open. I'm not going to... like I said, I'm just going to keep on pecking here. Fine with this. Kelfien's hiding from him, and I'm very happy about that because Prismatic's hiding from us yet again. We do have a Faithless Looting in the yard, so we got to keep that in mind. Optimally, that might be the better line here, is to trip that looting, get a strand or two in the yard so that we can just keep a white critter back, give our guy unblockability, and go for the win. We're at that secret 16 or under count where we only need the 4 cards. Play Honest Magic, just casually filling my hand with hawks. I know. There's some sort of a Library of Lang effect. I mean, that is Pauper legal, I believe. You might want to double check my accuracy on that. But between the Squadron Hawks and the Legionnaires and then that new 3-1, maybe there's some new, discard cards to do blankety blank. I love me a Library of Lang. That's some old school love right there. Uh-oh. I'm going to scare him here with a red, and then I'll say, oh, no, I'll think better of it. Nobody falls for that anymore, though. Come on in, sucker. All right, he's going to smash us pretty good here. Ooh, man. Damn. I think we win here, but it's going to be a lot closer than I thought. Let me double check his yard. We take 16. Let me triple check his yard. No lava darts. And he's hellbent. So I just win here. All right. Pull this off. Look at me being all patient. 13, 14. I'll just be safe. And revenge is ours. They got us last time, right? Win-win. We're like, where's our Prismatic Strands? So that's what I thought was supposed to happen. So unlike 2 weeks ago when I punted one, I think our deck punted and we should be 4-0. Instead, we're 3-1. But we're positive flow money. We'll be back to see if I can go 4-1 with this, which technically should have been a 5-0. But you can't do that to yourself or the deck. There's sometimes the cards you need hide at the bottom of the board. We've all been there. And let's not forget, I think we got a little... I don't know. I think it was my play skill that killed that Familiar's pilot, putting on that steady pressure. Good times. Anyway, guys, stay tuned. I'm going to get some more coffee. I think, I already forgot the name. And we got the card to burn after the show and some other stuff. So don't go anywhere. Check out this Fire Ice vodka commercial and gin that I made. This one took a while. Hope you enjoy it.
Our ingredients have historic roots. Our water combines the spreading seas of Zendikar with the rushing rivers of Ixalan. Our grain is harvested from wind-swept heaths under Mtmentat's nourishing second sun. From the russet wolf potatoes to the straw golem berries, each piece of our mystical puzzle is then blessed by the order of the Ebon Hand, transmuting our prismatic ingredients into a magical elixir that is then held for 5 Teferi time twists. Then, our Balduvian brew mages carefully select only the finest examples, which are then exiled within our patented guild-packed glass. Introducing Jaya's hot and spicy chili vodka and Jace's refreshing ice gin. Fire and ice. Experience your opposite. Available at all Sing Here superstores.
And we're back. Last round. Don't go anywhere. We got some cards to burn. We got the combo in hand. And unfortunately, a swamp across from us, which might send our tribe packing. But in the meantime, we can always flip a Kombaji Witch when the damage is on the stack and have her shoot herself. Look like some swamp heroin addict. Oh boy, this is not the kind of list you want to see, but we're already positive money, so we can go 3-2 and still laugh all the way to the bank. But regardless, don't think it would be wise to drop that tribe out right now. But I don't want to play fearful. But I think the synthesizer is the play here. I just wish we had another source. Okay, well that's going to be bye-bye, but we don't really need it too much there. We'll get this right and go like this. Bup, 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 bup. About to leave for your concert? Ah, well, I'm already positive on the day, so have fun. Castigate. Woo! I've maybe said twice on this show. When I first got into Pauper, I knew a Pauper Pro Tour regular player. Started hashing things out. He gave it a good couple hours, and he said, you have to play black and white because Castigate is broken in that format. Shows what the pros know. Hey, Pauper Akbar hiding in the shadows. Good to see you. Is Played Magic still in the house? Because we're about 15 minutes away from burning the last card on our white bordered, burn all white bordered stuff series. Easter Getting Night. Sorry, I've already discussed this. Why the 4 looting in the list? Oh, because we've got so many pitch effects. Go find the combo as well as 4 Prismatic Strands and the Rally the Peasants, similar to the Boros Bully engine. Always in the shadow. All right. The aforementioned one goes here. Let's bring out another synth. See what we get. Skyfisher. Come on now. I don't want to have to pitch that, but we need some mana. Let's go find some to answer the question. Discard 2 cards. Got to be a bit careful. The Prismatic's not going to be that great in this matchup. Neither is Inside Out, but I like the draw on it. So this might be a nice sneak win. He's already seen our hand, though. We'll respect the whatchamacallit when we see it. And by whatchamacallit, I mean Bazooka Bog. All right. 1 Skyfisher eliminated. Dang it. Talus, man, this is going to be a grind. Maybe that rally will help us get there. You know, whatever we put out is just going to be dead. Dead meat, dead meat, dead meat. Let's do it simply here. Just kind of try to eke out this value. Yes, we'll bring back the synthesizer, see what it gets us. All right. I still want to... Let's play it again just to see what it gets us. Maybe it's a land. It's another synthesizer. I think I'm going to favor the bolt here. So we've already got 2 synthesizers on board. I guess we could go both of them, but then we lose a card. No, you know what? Let's do this. Maybe we'll find another land. Hey, look at that. Looks like I know what I'm doing. Cool. Well, we've got a lot of cool tokens. Problem is they're probably running Crypt Rats and Pestilence, so I think I'm going to bring those guys out very slowly into the party. Yeah, the ornament ban, I know what you mean. Okay, there's some just honest removal there. Would have been nice if we top decked a mountain there. We could have really got extra value there. But hopefully these synthesizers make this feel a bit more like a match. But I can't really think of a matchup that might be a little bit worse. I even ran a version of this about 2 years ago that had, if you'll remember, it had Kiln Fiend and the other. So, okay, so we'll fill up our hand here. This card does so much in this deck. I mean, usually it's fuel for tribe. And we've got that little, blitz engine with the rally already in our sideboard. So we'll say okay there. I think a mountain might be a little bit more respectable. We'll do that. Make them fear for their lives. God dang it. We should be 4-0. Can't believe. It'd be one thing if that last match we lost a nail biter, or we just barely won a nail biter. Then there'd be something that kind of lean from it, like hey, maybe maybe that's not as easy as it thinks. But that one felt like I'm used to it feeling. Love this. We've just got critters for days here, as our opponent knows. They might be trying to... What's that last card? They've already got enough for a flashback, so let's keep things honest. We'll bring out a hawk. Our hand's just getting too fat here. Okay. Sure, I'll use it. and then I'll stare at nothing. So I think I gotta, we'll trip one of the, nah, shoot, that was technically a misclick there. I just want to make them have it. I'm gonna bring out all our hawks. Got to trip these before you play your land in case you throw one off there. So, all right, I'm representing quite a bit of damage with that rally in the side there. At least it might keep those talismans at bay there. Hey, long time no see. Cheers from Brazil. Familia Bochi. Good to hear from you, my friend. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for knowing more than one language, unlike this jackass. Okay. I can make him do 2 to himself, but that's not really going to do much of anything, is it? That's fine. You get a nice 3 for 1. We've got 3 critters on the board if you look closely. Could have made that go for 2, but it's a little reckless at this point. Bloop. Here we go. We'll do the synthesizer dance. Get a little 80s groove going on there. All right, let's play this, see what we get. Keeping our double mana source engine open. Alrighty, let's see what we get. Boop, boop, boop. There's all kinds of people getting married. Jeez. All right. Well, at least this next Crypt Rat will hurt a little bit more. Our opponent's Hellbent. There's an Edict. He's probably going to use it. Gets a token out of the deal, but we've drawn like 4 cards off the thing, so. And in a pinch, you know, you can inside out a Kor Skyfisher for the win sometimes. That's always fun. Boop. I better write down what I'm playing against. Always my favorite kind of lists, a combination of aggro and blitz. Before we play a land, this is better. Let's go like this. I don't want to get too reckless with these. All right, cool. This is when the list gets a little gross sometimes. I'm just going to slow roll this a little bit. Say cancel. I'll play this first. Cool. Play the tribe. Play the hawk. Say okay. Yeah, we'll return a wedding invitation. Or should we? Have we played a land? Yeah, we played a land. Sure. Boop. Or did we? No, we didn't. Haha. I'm a fool. Well, with that life total, I shouldn't have clicked on that because it's don't want to really overextend more than that, though. Those aren't going to do too much there. So, all right. Well, it's quite a turn. Got a little greedy there. I could trip the experimental, but our opponent's just got 1 card. Unfortunately, it's probably of the cast down persuasion. I mean, now we drew another one and we know it was a suffocating fumes, but which is actually pretty good against us. One of those things flipped is pretty nasty. Okay. That's depressing. We've got the combo on droves 3x3. That samurai's getting extra merry today. Captain Vlad Tepes. Definitely the comment of the day. Oh, I would not have done that. What's our opponent thinking? You don't really need another source in your... Wow. Like a gift. Okay. My goodness. Well, we don't really need to trip anything. I've got multiple sequences here where we can just do this and see what we get. Get him really down to size. We'll do this first. We'll play a garrison. We got to discard a card. We might as well discard one that we don't want. We'll get rid of a plane. We'll go here, here. I think we keep the other 2 along. I'll just attack like this. I think we'll bring out 1 samurai. I really want to put the pressure on here. Let's do that. Okay, samurai showing up. We'll do this. This. We'll return a synth. Play the synth. Uh-oh, I forgot to look at what we just drew. I should have shot him. Oh well. We've got Prismatic in the yard, Rally here. We win this turn if he doesn't have any sort of shenanigans. He already knows what's in our hand. He's losing some life, but gaining some options. Remember, we got that rally in our sideboard. I shouldn't be neglecting... okay, so there's really one card in his hand. Always good to pause the game and see where you sit. Okay. We can always flip the stats of that too. They will have a card EOT. Maybe we could just make our stuff unblockable too with the wedding invitations, so we don't really have to worry about that. All right, here we go. We'll make this unblockable. We'll make this unblockable. Let's flip the script on this. I mean, the rally's not going to help there, but it's not going to make us really have to do too much, and it might act as like a, what's the word? A standard bearer, right? All right, let's rally. And attack. We've got prismatic backup here. I'll discard this. Discard this. Setting for 9. And then we've got 17, 21. Yeah, that should be enough. Do we just do it here? All right. I didn't expect to be funny if we 2-0 this one. I don't really think we can, but who knows? Never know. All right, dust to dust. I don't think it's really worth getting rid of those pinger dudes. I'm sure they're going to side those out for like extra hate. Patrician Scorn is interesting, although we didn't really see too much. But I would like to have access to 1. Prismatic doesn't feel that great in this matchup outside of Crypt Rat, so I think we can make room for 2, maybe even 3. Feel free to chime in the chat, you know. Might be better to just keep this in for, who knows, maybe a Crypt Rats goes off the what's that called? Off the range, and they forget to do the stack trick and we can save something. That's reaching. We don't really need the 4 life, and the enchantment might be a good Pestilence EOT sort of thing. But Patrician Scorn, I'll hold on to this card for a little bit because a lot of people don't know it. It's one of those rather than. I just love these kind of cards. If you cast another white spell this turn, you can pay this without paying its mana cost. Destroy all enchantments. Hey, but doesn't that hurt? Oh, we're not playing any. Dun, 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 dun. And true, we saw quite a bit of hand manipulation. So I actually think, what if we went... bring in 2 Light of Hope. We can get a little reckless with them. Maybe a dust to dust or 2. Maybe just 2. We don't mind losing these. We still got kind of the kill card. This isn't really going to save us against their style of deck. Watch, we end up being like this perfect thing. What we saw there, though, is kind of the difference of what this was like a year or 2 ago when I played it. I think it was only about 8 months ago, really. And now with the crazy engine that we just saw with the synthesizer and then the wedding invitation, and it's so mean because it pays dividends. The experimental synthesizer and prismatic strands talk to each other, and the wedding invitation and the tribe talk to each other, and then nothing works. You just fly over and crush. So I'm really mad that I missed that one matchup. We'll do that. We might see a standard bear. I think that'd be reaching a little bit, but I mean, even so, we can just bolt it. Alrighty, double Garrison. These are the kind of hands you hate. You squint and it looks like a good hand, and then you focus and it's like, oh my god, this is crap. So we'll mulligan. We'll keep this hand even though we're off red. We'll keep... I love when I have to mulligan and I can throw back a hawk. I'm like, take that, magic mixer. I keep doing that with the synthesizer. It's like that old 80s scratch effect, right? Should be illegal to have this much fun playing by yourself in a game. Hiya. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, open up the yards. See what we can see. See. Okay, well, we'll lead off with this. Hopefully they don't have artifact damage, because this hand seems very vulnerable. Yeah, Dust to Dust is looking good against us right now. Alright. Let's draw some stuff. I'll worry about the birdie later. All right, cool. We got options. Hand-filling options of the gorgeous persuasion. Oh, stuck on cards, eh? We'll see what's going on here. I don't really like any of these plays. I guess we got to go fishing. For one. Make them think that our hand really sucks. Man, my computer just got really loud. Hopefully my stream doesn't crash. It hasn't since I've been off of Streamlabs, which I can't say enough bad things about towards those last few updates, but I won't go there. Of course, I already did. Not too worried about life between the tribe's ability to obliviate. Not a word. Took it from Harry Potter. And the sky attack, and it's good times. Yeah, this is definitely a pestilence game if that forebearer, that dude shows up. Okay, let's synthesize. Play this. We needed to see that. That's cool. We're doing okay on that front. Don't think another critter's going to be that relevant. Thinking we loot here. We've got one floating. Let's loot and see what we get. Just more riches. We have enough artifacts here. I'll get rid of these. If we're going to go on a race mode here, sure. Let's do that. Say yes. Then we'll go back up to 7 so I don't draw that hawk. And when we do start drawing things with Wedding Invitation, Faithless Looting, flashback or not, we'll at least have a higher percentage of hitting what we want. So it'd be cool if they missed their land drop Pestilence, and then we have this cool little awesome tech of Light of Hope. The card just does so much. I think whenever I'm making a list, there we go. Whenever I'm making a list, you know, one of my favorite phrases to look for is rather than, and right behind that is choose one. So if you want to put a little cliff note in your little books of like, next time I'm brewing, that's a very good one. And make sure you have your whatchamacallit set, your number of cards on Magic Online. Make sure it's set to 0. Otherwise, it just shows you cards that you have. And that's no fun. Alrighty. We could lean on this as like some like, aha, but I'm not gonna. We'll blow that up. We'll bring out Skyfish. It just feels pretty naked here, but I guess we'll do this. Bring this back, see what we get. Ooh, a dust to dust. Oh, there's nothing to even hit. That's actually, yay! There's nothing to hit. We haven't played a land yet, so let's synthesize again. Okay. Glint Hawk. Man. Might have to work on the land on this. Sometimes you can get a little stultified there. We're going to eat an edict here. You can just feel it. Feel it in my bones. Like an old person when a storm's on the horizon. Animus, hey! Lemus One Roos subscribed at tier 1. Thank you so much. Wow. 8-month streak. I appreciate it greatly, my friend. Thank you for supporting this tiny little show. Another Guardian. This one could be close. What are they hoarding? Crypt Rat, I would guess. Light of Hope tech showing up. We've got some unblockability too. We're not too worried. I'm surprised that lived. Let's see what we draw. Wedding Invitation. Man, these are some lovely creatures in the... I'm just bringing this out to eat an edict. Making sure I pulled all the goods. Sure, I'll get greedy. Let's get rid of some stuff we don't need. We don't need a mountain. We could probably get rid of that too. Sure. We'll have the little tribe scenario next turn. Representing a little bit more damage. The synthesizer might want to transform. I always thought if you watch the old Transformers commercials, they used to do the good guy symbol and then it would transform into the bad guy symbol. Hey, look who knows how to play Magic. I kind of foresaw that. Is there another one? Oh, no. Just for not playing graveyard shenanigans. Okay, well, it looks like we're just going to hawk synthesizer. But I've often thought of doing that with the mana symbols like blue in, black out. Oh no, we're at 12. Remember what I said about when I was bad-mouthing Prismatic Strands? Maybe that'll mean the difference, right? Before we do anything, we're going to do this. Bloop. Because we can draw stuff. Always yield. Okay, we'll get that dude down. We'll play this. Returning this, which again, at this stage of the game, garrisons are great because you fill up your hand with this stuff and you're good to go. 2 edicts. Let's make them fear me a little bit, right? I'll do this here. Stay out of edict range. 2, 4, 5. We'll keep a little mystery up. Yep, Guardian is pretty good until Wedding Invitation shows up, and then they can't do nothing against it. We got a cast down showing up. Yep. Anything worth discarding? We don't have to play fast. Nope. Okay. Yeah, looks like we're going to be going 1-1. When I first saw the Orzhov opponent across from us, I was like, uh-oh, this is going to be a grind. And it is. I'm just happy we're up a game. I don't really think it's maybe 1 or 2 prismatic. I don't want the full set in this matchup, but who knows? Maybe they're going to kind of go the aggro persuasion here. Who knows? All right, we've got 3, 4, 5. There's triple edicts in the yard. Let's get some mana value here. Let's see what we can draw with this. We still haven't put a land down. That's cool. Let's put this out just to prevent another edict storm. Okay, and we'll keep our life total at an uneven number. I'll probably pitch that one later, and by probably I mean I will, but we're getting precariously low on life here, so. Opponent's at 5 mana. That's not good. There it is again. 4 edicts in the yard. I don't know. Maybe 2 times in my entire life of playing Pauper have I seen a yard that filthy. It's not that great against us. It feels it right now because he's been playing cast down and such at the opportune times. Is that what I'm trying to say? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Do we loot first? We've only got 2 turns left. I don't know if I really have any wiggle room here. It's like David Bowie. Instead of let's dance, it's like let's loot. Put on your wedding invitations and dance the blue. I have plenty of targets. I'll lose an invitation and another garrison. I will play the land. Let's see, that's all I can hope for is return the invitation. Yes. As a rally, you know. Yes. Which we'll have a good chance of finding next turn. Or maybe right now. Well, no slouch on damage if they're only holding a land there. Yeah, Guardian's always underestimated. They might be good in this list. Just have some little grind out option. It's a Monarch Thief at worst, you know. It's one of those, once you have it down, it's good times. I think he's got a Crypt Rats here. It feels like he's just going to zing us for 1. God, I play this game too much. I think it's like probably the 10th clairvoyant correct call I've had. And I'm not doing that to pat myself on the back. I'm doing it to kind of say, like, that's kind of sad. I should focus my energies elsewhere. Okay, these are crap. I put them in there to maybe, I don't know. Maybe. So I think we just go with 1 of the 2 of these. It might mean the difference. If you discard them, that's fine. Maybe I think it might have been a difference there. Honestly, that was not with the Crypt Rat, just the damage. Causes serious damage. 2 Light of Hope. I think that's enough. I think they only usually run a combination of 2 Pestilences. Pestilences? Is that how you say it? All right, this is it. I mean, we're a little bit of profit. We're 3-2 if we lose this one, but we're 4-1 if we win it, which I will argue should be 5-0, but that's not my fault this time. It's Prismatic Strands' fault, hiding at the bottom of the board. All right, let's go. And we still have a card to burn if Played Magic is in the chat. Is he or isn't he? We'll keep this hand. I like double tribe sometimes because you can let one go and not really care about it. Played Magic, are you in the house or did you do your little sneaky move? Where you give us the points to burn the card and then you disappear. Our opponent's holding their breath. They're like, oh my goodness. Oh, nope, we don't got it. And because we don't, I'm going to bring out the other tribe. Put the Fear of God in him. Whoa, he's in the chat list still? All right. Right, just a little indisposed. We'll see. Highly recommend this list, though. This game against everything, as we've seen. We've got an Edict or a Cast Down. Oh. Boy, that's a tough call. Wedding Invitation might be better than the Synthesizer given our hand, but you also got to consider Squadron Hawk as the refill scenario. Oh, I'm ready for my 2 minutes 8. Nice. At the end of this game, I got to remember. In fact, I'm going to hold on to this just so I remember. Like if I forget, I'll be like, what the hell am I holding on to this for? And it's to hold the card so I don't burn my hand. Room will be smoky for the last time. We might bring it back. I spent so much time editing those little things and updating them each time. And some people in the chat are like, what's he talking about? I'm talking about burning white bordered cards because I hate how terrible they look. All right. They took the Synthesizer. No music for us. Oh, record scratch sound effect. Oh, man. Can we just please? Oh, Snuff Out could do it. I would go all in, though. You just got to make it. Come on. Inside Out. Ooh-wee. Not to beat. We've really got him on the back burner here. I think the scenario here is drop the plane. I don't think we do this. I think we loot and invitate. Invitate? Somebody likes words. All right, we'll do this. Let's get him unblockable. Loot. What do we got? We're closer. We're closer. I want to keep things in my hand. I don't know if Lightning Bolt's really worth it in this scenario. I'm going to get rid of it. I'd rather have Skyfisher. Let's go. Oh, shoot. All right. I thought I was going to go punt free all day. There's my first hiccup. Watch, we lose by our opponents at 1 life. Probably thinks I'm on strands here. So I guess as far as punts go, that's a micro punt. We're talking breweries here or Pauper? What's going on? Oh, we just drew it. And we're going to do it. We don't have enough though, do we? Oh, next turn we would because we could fill up our hand with Hawk here. But we don't have enough that way. What a cruel world. I've only got 1 black source here. Could do 18 damage. And then we'd just be out of the game. So let's fill up our hand. Let's try to play good magic. Is there a scenario with a 2%? 7? No, that's not going to work. All right, we'll Hawk. Yes. We'll fill up our hand and be super mean and lethal next turn. Maybe they tap out with a Guardian and whatever one he doesn't block. That's why I kind of like the double sequence there. Now we will have 2 red sources here for right now. Damn it. Gotta be careful. That's just kind of like, you know, the safe vault opens and you're like, oh, that's a lot of money. And if you grab at it, you get it. Then you probably are destitute a few months later. But if you just wait till the next door opens, and it's kind of like, oh, now you're set for life. And that's a really ridiculous scenario / story of what we just experienced. Maybe I'm a secret genius and he does have snuff out. Who knows? I sure don't. Okay, we're just going to go for it. If you've got snuff out, they get us. If not, we just win. Boop-a-doo. I guess we don't have to really lose a creature, do we? I'll just do this here. Attack. Play this on here now. Whoosh. Boom, boom. Discard stuff we don't really want. Do we have it? That's 21, 22. Yeah. Do we win? Does he have snuff out? Double check, 22, 22. Yay! So we go 4-1 with this cool little Boros list. Again, I won the Pauper Classic tournament with this one, and I really, really like it. As you can see, sometimes it feels like I might have methodical work on the math just a little bit. But yeah, Bilster took a similar list. I modified it a bit. And who knows, maybe he modified my list because I've played this style quite a bit. I really like it. But the big news is this Experimental Synthesizer being new since the last time I played it and the Wedding Invitation. And it's a game changer. It feels like you're playing blue without any blue. And you've got lots of stuff to do. And I don't mean to rhyme, but, you know, I've only got so much time. All right, who's ready to burn some cards? Played Magic. Here we go. And thank you for the subs. Let's go. All right, and thank you again to Chris at Carousel Games out of the UK. If we can give him a quick little plug in the chat, his information will be in the video below. If you're feeling, you know, if you're not in that country and you're feeling awesome and you just want to really help a guy out that helps us out, then order from them. But if you're in that country, then you got no excuse. I think that's your country, isn't it, Shiraz? I was actually pretty good at geography as a kid, but hey, who knows? Anyway, before we start burning things, let's the list. Yeah, the only things I've thought about, if you wanted to move 2 cards, you could probably get rid of a synthesizer and maybe a Glint Hawk, as crazy as that sounds, but I don't think this is the right move. But of all the lists I've seen, I think this one warrants 4 synthesizers. You're just able to just go get so much, as long as you just make sure to not play your land first. It's kind of a new, at least in Pauper terms. I know a lot of other formats, that's kind of a established rule of things. So, all right, enough chatting. So, a quick review. We have burnt a COP Black. We have burnt a Sandstorm. We have burnt a Counterspell. That'll offend a lot of you, and I'm glad you're offended. Then Chimpskey, from the goodness of his heart, all the way from the Netherlands, sent a Circle of Protection red for the irony and had me burn it, so there was 1 extra there. And yes, in the UK. All right, Shirazwan, so you know where you got to get your cards from. Nausea was the very first to go. Litify burned that. And we haven't seen him in ages. I haven't heard from him in ages. We've got a Gravedigger that met his fate. Hey, how apt timing is this? Pestilence got burnt. We just saw that. And you're probably wondering, you know, if you're just turning in now, and a Dark Ritual, which is the one that I like the most because I like this old artwork, but it's bordered by that crappy white thing. And we have one last holdout. And it's kind of fitting, isn't it? Either the COP red, which wasn't in the initial thing, but I think it's kind of fitting that the last card to go is a Plains, which is very good at preventing damage. But in the sake of this card and its history and such, I think we can just imagine that we have cast Flaring Pain. So I'm doing this at the end of the show for very good reason. It makes it very smoky in here. These are kind of toxic. I wouldn't recommend burning them in a closed space. I do so because I can go open the window and then air out the house immediately. It's not the best idea. I tend to get ashes all over the place. And since it's the last time, I finally learned my way around doing this. So enough chit-chat, as Dumbledore likes to say. It's like a third Harry Potter reference, huh? Maybe I've been watching too much of that. I'm going to put everything underneath. Here we go. Played Magic, thank you. We're going to try to, I got to make a note to myself to modify our little Twitch chat bonuses and do that. Oh, and look, at the back of the card, you can't really probably see that. I didn't get the big window camera up. I apologize. It says Played Magic, just in case I forgot. So, without further ado, everybody, please join me next week. We might be playing a league, we might not. If you want us to play your list and you're feeling generous and, you know, want it as is, send paupergan@gmail.com and 10 tickets, and we'll just make it all about you. You get to design the show, choose our custom commercials, whatever you want to do. If not, we might play a league. We might play more leagues. We've got plenty of funds via carousel games and such. Anyway, I think the old-time way makes it for a better show. But, hey, we should be 5-0, but what are you going to do? Here we go. See you same time, same place, next week. Propaganda. Here it goes. Here it goes. Where it ends, we all kind of know. Ooh-wee. It's the last one. Let's see if we can set off the fire alarm. That's kind of a bad idea, isn't it? Bye-bye, planes. Ooh, that was a tough one to put out. All right, guys, it's getting smoky. I'm rolling out. Woo! See you next week.